If I told you that the final month of the year could become the most powerful month of your entire life, would you believe me? Not because December has magic, but because you do. And Jim Rohn used to say, success is something you attract by the person you become. So the question is, who are you becoming as this year comes to a close? This December can be a turning point, a launching pad, not a finish line. Wealth doesn't arrive by accident. It arrives because you invited it. And today, I'll show you exactly how. Create the space for wealth to enter. Wealth has a personality. It doesn't like chaos. It doesn't like confusion. It doesn't walk into a life with no room. Jim Rohn would often say, if you want more, create room for more. Think about that for a moment. When a gardener wants new growth, what do they do first? They prune. They remove the dead branches. They clear the soil. They make space for something new to grow. Your life works the same way. Maybe it's clutter in your home, clutter in your schedule, clutter in your mind. Whatever it is, December is the perfect time to clear it out. Wealth needs space, mental space, emotional space, and even physical space. Ask yourself, what must I let go of before the year ends? Reconnect with your vision. Most people walk into December with exhaustion. Jim Rohn taught us to walk into it with intention. This is the month to revisit your vision, not with pressure, but with clarity. What are you building? Who are you becoming? What kind of wealth, financial, emotional, spiritual, do you want to attract? One of Jim's best stories was about the young man who told him he wanted to be wealthy. Jim asked him, for what purpose? The young man had no answer, and Jim reminded him, without a vision, desire dies. Vision is the magnet. Vision is what pulls wealth, opportunity, and new ideas toward you. Take time this month to write it down. If you don't design your future will be designed by your habits or by someone else. Strengthen your daily discipline. December is famous for distractions, holidays, parties, social invitations. But Jim Rohn taught that discipline is the bridge between your goals and your results. Not heavy discipline. Not rigid discipline, just simple, consistent discipline. Think of a candle in winter. Even a small flame can warm a room if it doesn't go out. Your discipline works the same way. Small actions, repeated daily, create massive results over time. So ask yourself, what small action will I commit to every day this month? What discipline must I protect, even during the holiday noise? Because wealth flows to the person who practices small disciplines long after everyone else has dropped theirs. Your small disciplines become the quiet invitation that tells wealth, I'm ready. You can trust me. I'm preparing the ground. And that leads us naturally into the next step. Upgrade your inner circle. Jim Rohn said one of his most famous lines, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If that's true, and it is, then December is the perfect time to take inventory. Not with judgment, not with negativity, but with honesty. Think of it like adjusting the temperature in your home. If it gets too cold, you don't get angry at the thermostat. You simply change the settings. Your environment affects your mindset the same way. Wealth is attracted to people who surround themselves with energy, direction, and growth. And sometimes the greatest shift you can make is simply being around someone whose goals stretch your imagination. Jim told the story of a mentor who challenged him. Don't join an easy crowd, he said. You won't grow. That is wisdom worth carrying into this December. Ask yourself, who lifts me? Who drains me? Who inspires me to aim higher? Because your circle either surrounds your dreams or suffocates them. Practice the habit of appreciation. If you want to invite wealth into your life, appreciation is one of the strongest magnets you can use. Jim Rohn often said, learn to be thankful for what you have, while in pursuit of what you want. Appreciation doesn't make you complacent. It makes you receptive. It puts you in a state where opportunity can find you, because you're not blind to what's good. Imagine walking into a room with 2 people. One is complaining about everything. The other is thankful, observant, receptive. If you had a gift to offer, whom would you hand it to? Life behaves the same way. Opportunity gravitates toward the person who appreciates what they already have. A simple habit for December. At the end of each day, Write down 3 things you appreciated today. Not big things, simple things. The quiet ones. The ones most people overlook. This subtle shift changes the way you see yourself, your life, and your possibilities. Choose one habit that signals a new you. Wealth isn't drawn to wishes, it's drawn to identity. To who you become. Jim used to say, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. So as the year closes, choose one habit, just one, that represents the upgraded version of you. Not 10, not 5, 1. Because one habit performed daily can alter the direction of your life entirely. Maybe it's reading 10 pages. Maybe it's waking up 20 minutes earlier. Maybe it's tracking every dollar. Maybe it's exercising for 10 minutes. It doesn't matter what the habit is. What matters is the message it sends. I'm preparing myself. I'm becoming wealth ready. This December, pick your one habit and practice it daily. Not perfectly, persistently. Now that we've built the foundation, your vision, your discipline, your habits, your circle, let's bring it all together. Because December isn't just a month, it's a doorway. And if you choose, this can be the month where your entire relationship with wealth changes forever. Step 7. Build a mindset of expectation, not hope. Jim Rohn taught that hope is a beginning, but expectation is the engine. Hope says, I wish life would get better. Expectation says, I'm preparing because I know better things are on the way. Wealth responds to expectation. Think of a farmer. He doesn't plant seeds and hope they grow. He expects them to grow because he prepared the soil, he planted with intention, and he knows the laws of nature will meet him halfway. Your December works the same way. When you act with discipline, gratitude, and clarity of vision, life responds. Not instantly, but inevitably. So ask yourself, do my actions today reflect hope or expectation? This shift alone can change the entire direction of your year. Strengthen your philosophy, your personal operating system. Jim always said, your philosophy determines your life. It's the lens through which you interpret everything, opportunities, setbacks, relationships, your finances. And here's the truth. Many people try to change their life without ever changing their philosophy. But wealth requires a new lens. It requires the belief that you control the direction of your life. You are responsible for your growth. You can become more than you currently are. Effort compounds. Discipline pays dividends. You are worthy of success. A man once asked Jim, what if I don't have the right philosophy? Jim replied, then change it. Start reading the books. Start listening to the mentors. Start shaping a new way of thinking. It's a gentle reminder that philosophy isn't inherited, it's built. And December is one of the best times to build a stronger one. Act before you feel ready. This is the great separator. Successful people aren't waiting for the perfect moment, because they know it never arrives. They move early. They move when the idea is still fresh and alive. They move when their fear is louder than their confidence. Jim Rohn taught that the moment of inspiration is a fragile moment. You must act before it fades. Think of all the ideas that changed history. They rarely arrived at the perfect time, and yet someone stepped forward anyway. So let this be your December identity. Act while the idea is hot. Move while the spark is alive. Don't wait. Initiate. Even a small step today is more powerful than the perfect step later. Become the person wealth trusts. This is the ultimate conclusion to everything we've built. Wealth flows to certain people, not by accident, not by luck, but because they become individuals who can handle, grow, and multiply opportunity. Think of it like this. If wealth were a guest, would it feel comfortable living in your habits? Would it feel safe in your mindset? Would it trust your discipline? Would it believe you'll protect it, nourish it, and make it grow? That's the essence of the wealth attraction mindset. It's not just about money. It's about character, responsibility, consistency, belief. When you upgrade who you are, you naturally upgrade what you attract. And this December, this very month, you can become someone wealth feels at home with. If you take nothing else from this message, take this. Wealth doesn't respond to wishes. Wealth responds to identity. Become the person who thinks better, acts sooner, appreciates more deeply, and disciplines themselves more consistently. And you will invite a new level of abundance into your life. Not someday, but starting now. If this message spoke to you, drop a comment below. I'm ready to grow. Or, here's one habit I'll start today. And if you're committed to building the wealth-attracting mindset Jim Rohn spent his life teaching, be sure to subscribe for more wisdom and guidance. Your December isn't just a month. It's an invitation. Answer it with courage. Answer it with discipline. And watch how wealth begins to answer you back.